In the list of the fastest characters in Naruto, it's hard to ignore or forget the fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze. The yellow flash of the leaf was so powerful that, during the war, generals from other nations allowed their ninjas to retreat if this man was nearby. So how did someone with such a level of power end up getting killed? If you don't know yet, listen closely. If I could pick one character who might have become the most powerful in the entire Naruto series, given the time to fully develop, I would choose Minato. This is a character who went through a lot and truly stood out. He's the father of Naruto, the creator of the Rasengan, and possibly the child of the prophecy. He defeated elite squads single-handedly, faced Kage-level characters like Killer Bee and the Raikage, and that was just the beginning. So what stopped his progress? Everyone knows what happened to Minato. He died in the Konoha invasion orchestrated by the Masked Man. There's nothing new about that, and no one would doubt the strength of both the Masked Man, Obito, and the Nine-Tails Demon. Both surpass very powerful characters, but the truth is that these two together were no match for Minato, and that's the plain truth. Yes, I'm stating that Hokage Minato was more powerful than the Nine-Tails Demon, putting him on the same level as Madara and Hashirama. And I dare say Minato would surpass Madara. Do you remember the circumstances of Minato's death? Do you think it was just the demon and the Masked Man attacking Minato until he couldn't handle it anymore? Let's review the situation. Minato's wife, Kushina, was pregnant with Naruto. Remember that childbirth for a Jinchuriki is challenging because it's the most fragile moment for the Nine-Tails Demon's seal. For those who may not recall, Kushina, Naruto's mother, had the Nine-Tails Demon sealed inside her. If complications arose, the Nine-Tails could break out and cause destruction in the middle of the Leaf Village. For this reason, they decided to move away from the village with the Anbu squad. Everything was going well until it wasn't. The Masked Man attacked and sowed chaos. Seriously, isn't it vile to attack your greatest enemy during the birth of their child? Kushina was exhausted, and Minato was desperate in the situation. Then comes the Masked Man aiming a knife at the newborn. But you already know Minato wouldn't back down. This guy is the Hokage. And it's around this moment that something happens that, in my opinion, is crucial in the battle. The Masked Man not only wanted to steal the Nine-Tails, but also kill Minato. The reason is obvious. Minato was the greatest threat to the Akatsuki's plans. Once the Akatsuki's plans were revealed, Minato could rally other ninjas, and there would be no escape. Each passing day, Minato was becoming stronger, bolder, and more feared by other ninjas. So either the Masked Man used every advantage he had to eliminate Minato, or he could say goodbye to the Akatsuki's plans. Minato sent Naruto away with explosive tags and used all his speed not only to save Naruto, but also to keep Kushina out of the blast zone. In other words, Minato teleported with Naruto and the bombs, removed the bombs, and saved Naruto. At that moment, Minato ended up wounded by the wooden splinters caused by the explosion. And for anyone with at least 2 centimeters of wood embedded in their leg, tell me that wouldn't hinder them somewhat. Finally, the battle continued with the Nine-Tails attacking the Leaf Village under the influence of the Masked Man. The Masked Man used this distraction to try to take down Minato, and you already know what happened. Rasengan to the Masked Man and the end of the contract between them. But by this point, Minato had spent a lot of energy. There were several Hiraishins, teleporting Kushina, Naruto, himself, and even a tailed beast ball. He also needed summoning jutsu, and to teleport the Nine-Tails to another place. You don't have to have watched all of Naruto to understand the level of exhaustion Minato went through. He fought intensely in situations where a single mistake could be the end, and managed to reach the epic conclusion against the Nine-Tails, finding the best way to close it all by giving his own life. Minato decided to seal the Nine-Tails within himself, since Kushina was in no condition to be a new seal vessel. Minato used the Reaper Death Seal, Shikifujin technique, and at the cost of his own life, sealed half of the Nine-Tails within himself, and prepared to seal the other half within little Naruto. There was that attack from the Nine-Tails that resulted in Kushina's death, but Minato would have died regardless, as the consequence of using that sealing technique is the absolute death of the user. And that's how Minato ended up being killed. facing two enemies who, in my opinion, were the most powerful in the entire Naruto universe at that moment. Minato is simply incredible. I admire his strategic intelligence, how he handles situations with calm and insight. Plus, the bond he has with Kushina and Naruto is inspiring. The way he sacrificed himself to save the village and at the same time ensure the safety of his family is truly moving. It's admirable to see someone so strong and brave, willing to give his own life to protect those he loves. Minato is definitely one of the most impactful and memorable characters for me in Naruto. And what about the possibility that he could have surpassed Madara and Hashirama over time? What do you think? Do you believe that's an exaggeration, or could it really have happened if he hadn't died so young? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Naruto videos. See you next time.